Okay. Howdy. We're gonna do some chill Animal Crossing today because I am supremely tired. This would be nice, just nice little relaxing. Please capture card, are you working? I think it's working. I think the audio is working. It's just really quiet. Hang on. Yeah, okay, I hear it. We're good. Checks out. Okay. Oh. Rude. Okay. So this week we had Nintendo Direct, and we also had the PlayStation State of Play or whatever it is. And we can talk about that. Got some stuff going on. Oh, that's nice. That was nice. Okay. That was pleasant. I'm actually happy they went back. This is technically our second day playing as well. Oh yeah, the frog. Hello, hello. Time for an island-wide broadcast, your source for island news. I'll go over some things that are very important to island life, so lend me your island ears for a short time. Let's get started. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. Currently 3:25 a.m., Thursday, September 15th. Yep. Late night broadcast for all you night owls. For today, Blathers is here, joined us in Bogdan. Keen interest in biology, past and present. Sincerely hope everyone lends their cooperation. Inquisitive residents should stop by his tent. Did I mention I'm tired? That's all for me. Alright, good. Honestly, I was so sleepy that I booted up this stream to get started, and then I was like, maybe I should just go to bed. And then I saw it was raining, and I was like, oh no, I want to get me a piece of that. That looks nice and cozy. Oh, so cozy. So, and I don't really have to worry about playing these games during the daytime until later. And I can always just, change the clock if I really wanted to, so. Oh yeah. For a second I thought our shirt was Hank Hill, but no. It's the Bin Man. And we are back. Okay, let's see. 37 bells. Hell yeah, we're in there. Oh, Mom sent me something. How's your new life treating you? Are you eating well, brushing your teeth, washing behind your ears? Oh dear, I'm all worked up. Here's a little something. Eat it or plant it, but think of me. Ominous. Our tomato shirt is here. Denim cutoffs. Tea, KK gumbo, and some sandals. Perfect. I'm kind of liking running around without shoes though, so I think we're gonna stick with the no shoe having ass. Let's see. What was I doing? Apples. Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna leave them on the ground. They might rot. Let's put our tomato. We can also, so what I did last time, our short shorts. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a good look. Just drop the pants on the ground for now. I could probably sell those, but whatever. Come back to it. Voila. KK gumbo. And our sandals. What do our sandals look like? No. I want the squishy, wet grass juice between my toes. That's what I want. The worst feeling in the world. Let's go. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. Last time, I kept playing after the stream. I kind of made a deal with myself. I don't know how long I'll stick to it. But as long as I have like done the daily like login on stream, then I can keep playing afterwards. It's kind of the weird deal that I made with myself. So I kept playing, and I got some bugs. Scorpion bit me, but I got one, so works out. It was fair trade. And let's progress a little bit on the island here. I'll probably have to read. I'll wait. I'll wait for the chats part. So you see, since the number of homeowners is increasing, I agree that we need to build a shop. However, when it comes to building supplies, our customers' homes should take priority. Okay. Yeah, they can do it. I believe in them. Hello. Are you happy with my... Yeah, it's fine. It'll do. Oh, that's right. We had a tent last time. Duh. We have an actual home now. I guess we have storage too. Happy Home Academy? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Your new home loan. 98. Okay. I'm halfway there. Shouldn't be a problem. Everything you need to tell you about the homes, but I do have a nice surprise for you. Hope you're ready for this Nook Miles ticket. Is this where we go and get our third island dweller now? Island hopping. Looking for some new characters, gather materials. Yes. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Nook. I appreciate you. Let's see what's in the trash. Nothing. What's in the store today? Thank you. Thank you. Good proposal. If now's not a good time, I understand completely. Go for it, little man. I ain't got nothing going on. Hoping you might be interested in collaborating on a new shop. Have to offer much wide inventory. Our fearless leader. I think the game's pretty loud. Hang on. Oops. My bad. Building materials can be hard to get, so we can set them in the shop, inside the shop. Ugh. Don't see it, since we'll need those materials for residential project. Okay. Yeah, you need some stuff. That's good. I can hook you up. Just let me know what you need. Okay. What do you need? 30 pieces of wood, hardwood, and softwood, and 30 iron nuggets. Okay. We can do that. Figure it out as we go. Can I see the shop now? Thank you. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I wanted. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. What do you got for sale? Let me clarify. Sale. Oh, no. Do you not have... Am I just not... Am I not using my eyeballs? Is that the problem? Yeah, what's for sale? There you go. There we go. Cute. And also cute. Give me this. I want a campfire. It's adorable. Hook me up. Okay, yeah, so I got some Nook Mile tokens and things after... Kept fishing and stuff after the stream. We got some stuff to play with. I did want to, at the very least, buy the outfit that I'm wearing, my avatar's wearing, because we should have enough tokens now. Or Nook Miles, yeah, that's the one. Trash tools. Yep. And trash fishing. Fishing up that garbage. As it should be. Dream house. Oh, that's the upgrade. Okay. I forgot. Since, I mean, it's been 3 years ago now since this game came out. It's been a good while. I forgot all these early level Nook Mile achievement things. Creepy crawlers. Okay. Yeah, we did it. So let's get our outfit. I want to wear one of my favorite outfits. We just gotta grab the Nook shirt. Yeah. And the bandana. And then we can just get goodies because there's lots of goodies. Let's see, where's the bandana? There we go. Yep, hook me up. Nope, that's good. Fine by me. Let me put my... Oh, do I need to... Oh, they're gonna ship them to me. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Let's get some other upgrades while we're here. Pretty good tools. Always a good investment. But pocket upgrade. I can get both. But a wetsuit, though. Have you considered a wetsuit? I can get all 3. Alright, we're doing it. I'm in. Alright, should be shipped. Beautiful. Get the pretty good tools recipes. Very handy. I'm gonna need to probably invest in some more island hopping so I can get some more iron stocked up, but that's no huge deal. Stronger tools don't break as easy. Yeah. And then last one. The pocket organizer. This will help quite a bit. Well, if I had any other tools that I could, you know, use. But, you know, that's fine. Is there, let me look before we run off. Is there an inventory upgrade? I need to know, like, what am I shooting for here? It should be at the top. I guess we don't have one unlocked right now. Maybe we'll have to come back later. Or tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember how it works. I think they discourage you from, like, shotgunning it, though, so... It's probably, like, you gotta wait for the day to turn over, which it would turn over at 5. If I did continue playing until 5, then we could do that. Doctor's mask. I want it. Anything else? Garden faucet. It's cute. Hook me up. Rabbit. It's, terrifying. I'm gonna need that. And, no, that's good. Alright. I think that covers it for that stuff. Then we gotta go talk to Blathers before we can, really start chilling out. Relaxing all cool. I believe we put him down here. Yes. I will grab a couple of things and then I'll go talk to him. I don't think he can take everything yet. I think he'll only take like maybe like 10 critters and then he'll kick us out. Come back later. That is a nice thing about playing. I like his little tank. Look how cute that is. Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Blathers. I am I don't want to give him a nerd voice. I was like, what kind of fucking nerd? I'm not gonna do that though. That's too much. That's much too much. I am exceedingly interested in the ecosystem of this island. Nah, could that be you, Pesto, the personage? No, don't talk to me like that. That's rude. Yes, research. And a museum. Insects and fish. Yep. Smallish problem regarding the museum. You lack permission. You set up shop here and you just didn't know. I guess, you know, you're like a science-y type. Do thing first, ask question later. As it happens, it's substantial strata. Yeah. Lush fossils. Oh. I don't think I have a shovel yet, but, Oh, are you giving me the shovel? Oh, baby. Or are you giving me the... I bet you're giving me the... vaulting pole. That's the one. Oh, thank you very much. I will go and get your relics for you, sir. 15. We have this arranged. Do you want some bugs? I have some bugs for you. I have to do these one at a time. I have too many, much too many, so we're not going to listen to them every time, but every now and then we'll tune in. Like the scorpion. I want to hear about the scorpion. Bugs are the bane of my existence. Yeah, that's a good bit. I like that bit. I got something else. Cicada shell. What a bug. Wretched thing. Not that bad. Oh, I got places to be. It's gonna take a long time if I sit here through every single one of these, brother. Okay, 13. So I just need anything. It doesn't have to be just fossils. Perfect. Well, have I got the fucking garbage for you. When you set your tin up, you didn't happen to see this? Because, I think we're good. I think we're covered. So see, you need 13 things. That's a 1. That's a 2. 3. 4. 5, 6. How much inventory space do I have? Alright, I got some. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11. 12. And 13. Alright. Yeah, the one good nice thing about doing this in the format of like we play weekly instead of daily is that you don't have to wait nearly as much. Because when the game first came out, I was like binging it hardcore every single day. I was there, and like all my friends were doing it, right? So if you missed a day, you would be behind, and it was like, it was awful, right? So you had to be on time. So whenever we got the museum and stuff done, no, I'm good. I don't need to know about Squid. It's fine. Splatoon just came out though, so you can tell me more about that. You are a Nintendo property, surely you know. Isn't that like required? Don't they like make you sit through like meetings and things? What is it? What do they do in Disney? At like Disney World when they your something training. What do they call it? Anyway, so now that like if we give him all the stuff, it'll just be the next time we play. It's not gonna be tomorrow. We're not gonna play like, well, we might play at 5 a.m., but we're not gonna play tomorrow. You know what I mean? So that's nice. That's a perk. Yeah, while we're doing this, let's talk about the direct some more. All of the memes are pretty much covered it, but I for one was very happy to see so many farming games. Thank you, Nintendo. I have been blessed on this day because I'm picky. I'm very picky about farming games in general. Like, I'm not just gonna like be on board for anything, but I'm almost always down to play Astoria Seasons game because they do a really good job. And also, I mean, I have to be up to date. I have to know what, you know, what's going on with that. And then Rune Factory, I'll play those. I haven't played that many. Now that I was thinking about it, I was like reflecting on it because Alex bought me Rune Factory 5, so I'm really looking forward to that. I just haven't found a good time to start it. And while I was thinking about it though, I was like, wow, I've only played Frontier, which is like, that's a spin-off Rune Factory game. That is not the Rune Factory experience, so I hear. So, oops. Didn't realize that. Forgot about that. So, anyway, we saw Rune Factory 3's getting a remake as well, which is really pretty cool. I hear good things about 2 and 3 in particular, and 4 obviously. 4 is like supposed to be the best one ever, so, you know, I hear good things about it, but this would be a good reason for me to go and play 3 for the first time, so I'm excited for that. The announcement that really got me fucking hyped though was the A Wonderful Life announcement. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is getting a remake, which oh my love. That game's a mess. I want it on the record because I don't ever say this while I'm like singing its praises enough, at least, is that game is a fucking mess. And there's so much about it that's so weird and messy and just, it's so unique in its place in the Harvest Moon timeline. And so I was thinking about it, and the remake, let me stay on topic. The remake looks, I personally think, looks fantastic. I was weirded out by the Friends of Mineral Town remake that came out. I was really weirded out by it, but about like a year or two after it came out, it was gifted to me, and I played through, and I absolutely loved it. Like, it was such a good remake, and I will probably go into that in the future. I think I talked about it probably when I streamed the older games, but it was really good. Oh, it was so good. So I'm super excited to see the future of the remakes that they do, because it's basically this thing that you already know that you like, at least in theory and concept, but way better. Like, the quality of life is an absolute game changer in that game. So very excited for that. And I don't mind. I think it looks nice personally. I think it just looks, you know, very nice. It's different, and I think a lot of people are having hesitations about that. But I know it doesn't bother me that much. To me, like, it's just gonna be different, and that's okay. I just want the quality of life stuff. I just want it to play fun and to be the experience that I wanted it to be when I was like 7. You know, like that game came out in 2003. It's been 19 years ago, and it was a fucking mess. Anyway, focus. So I'm super excited. I did some art. I already posted some art for it, and some comparison pictures. Very excited for that. That will be coming next summer, and yeah, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. It'll be great. Really fun time. We also saw that after the remake, I was really confused by this because we saw the Rune Factory 3 remake trailer, and we saw all that, and it was nice. It was like, okay, yeah, more Rune Factory, cool, that's great. And then after the fact, they like made this big showing of like showing the title card for Rune Factory, and I was like, I was so confused because Rune Factory 5 came out, I think, at the beginning of this year, and when it came, I was, wait, hang on. Do we have one more to do? Okay, one more. When it first hit the title card, I was like, well, yeah, you're making a Rune Factory game. I don't think they make anything else, the company that makes those games. So like, yeah, I would hope there's a new Rune Factory eventually gonna come out. But after digging and reading some people talking about it, I think what they were trying to tell us is that the next Rune Factory game is going to be a spin-off title, which in the history of the Rune Factory games, there are, I think, and I can confirm this, and I will confirm this, and I want to finish this tangent before we talk to Blathers, because he's gonna go on some fucking he's gonna go on his bullshit for a minute, so we need to finish this a little bit. But in the Rune Factory series, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, it's sideways, so I have to like tilt my head, 4, 5, 6 games. Wait, that doesn't sound right. We're missing one. 7 games, right? Should be 7. Yeah, okay, there's gotta be 7. I just skipped over one. Anyway, no, I have 6 here. How does that make any sense? Here's 1, 2, Frontier, 3, Tides of Destiny, 4, and then 5. Yeah, 7. Okay. I'm losing my mind. We already knew that. So there are 2 spin-off titles for the Rune Factory games, okay? Stay with me here. This will be worth it, maybe. And so the last spin-off title we had was Frontier, pretty sure. And that came out on the Wii, I think. Not the Wii U, but the Wii. And it was weird. And that was the first Rune Factory game I ever played. I never played any other Rune Factory except for Frontier. So, like, when I went into it, I was like, oh, okay, this is just what Rune Factory is, I guess. Come to find out way later, everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's like one of... Not everybody says this, but there's quite a few people that will tell you that that Frontier was the worst one, or one of the worst ones. Excluding the first one, because the first one is old. Doesn't count. Okay. Let me focus. And then Tides of Destiny, which I heard mixed things about. I don't really know how to feel about that one yet. I personally haven't played that one, so I'm not going to have an opinion about it. But if we're getting a Rune Factory spin-off game, that could mean anything, right? Because Rune Factory has a very strict, like, gameplay loop that they do. Yeah, we got our specimens. Hang on. Submit the application, build the museum. Must make haste, prepare the museum opening. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You have anything else you want to say before I leave and don't come back? Not accepting new donations? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Alright. We'll be back. We'll see you in a couple days, or I guess maybe like a week or 2. Anyway, Rune Factory. So, upon people talking and looking around, at the bottom it says a new Rune Factory series at the bottom of the announcement. So speculation is currently, because we know nothing at this point, speculation is currently that we are getting the spin-off game. And like I said, that could mean anything. That could literally mean anything. That could mean we get a game that's just like a JRPG or an RPG with the regular Rune Factory combat style. We could be getting a strict farming game with no combat in it. We could be getting, like, we probably wouldn't get anything with just the characters. Rune Factory is not all that faithful to their characters, so I doubt that, at least. But we could get just a game that's placed in the world of Rune Factory with the same, like, creatures, but that's it. That's the only thing. Like, we really don't know at this point. And like I said, the developer of that game, I mean, this has not stopped developers before, but the developer of Rune Factory, pretty much as far as I remember, makes almost nothing else. Like, that's what they do, and they're good at it, and they stick to it, you know, like, stick with your guns. I respect it. So, but I don't know, it can mean anything at this point, so it's kind of exciting. Much more exciting than the initial announcement that I thought, which was just like, yeah, more Rune Factory. I figured. That's not news. But, that's cool. All that being said, that's cool. Great. Appreciate it. I don't remember exactly. I know I saw Doraemon 2 trailer, which is another farming game from the Story of Seasons people. I personally probably won't play it anytime soon. It is a spin-off series for the Story of Seasons games. And I personally really like the like town progression and the like romance rivals and all that stuff from the Story of Season games, which the Doraemon games, I'm saying it wrong, I know I am. They don't have those, but I'm assuming they have progression with the characters. But like, it's a collaborative piece, you know, so they can't like do all that much, I would imagine, with the characters as well. Like, they have to stick pretty safely to what people expect. So I just personally haven't had any interest in them. Like half of the fun to me of picking up a new Story of Seasons game is like, alright, what nerds can I talk to? Who's the new, like, hottie in town? What's the setting like? Where are we? The art style, all that stuff. And I love the watercolor art style of the Doraemon Story of Season game, but I just don't see it appealing to me personally. But I'll probably check it out someday. So the second one's coming out. It looks good. It looks like more of the same first one. So if you enjoyed the first one, it's just more of that, which is good. My understanding of that one was that it was kind of simplistic. So, it was good. It's another farming game that we saw in the Direct, I think. At least I think we did. We did not... oh yeah, Fae Farm. We saw Fae Farm for the Direct, and it was intriguing. I will say that word, because I think it has a lot of the building blocks. I wasn't like blown away by it, which is fine. That's not really what you need from a farming game, but it has all the building blocks, and it seems like it has the foundation of a fun experience with a fun gameplay loop. It's got multiplayer, so if that's something that appeals, then hello, then that's cool. Otherwise, the art style was really cute, except for the faces honestly creeped me out. The mouths and faces were too close together or something. But it was magic based farming, so I'm gonna get stung here on purpose, by the way, so heads up. On the record. I want my Nook Miles, damn it. So we saw Fae Farm, which I'll have to see more. That's always how it is with farming games, honestly. It's just, I'll just have to see more, because there's so many ways that people mess it up too. So we'll see. We'll see. Has potential for sure. I don't think I could get. I'm kind of a bit of a bastard when it comes to farming games, and I don't think anybody wants to play them with me anymore because of it. So multiplayer, while normally would appeal to me, for these kinds of games, it probably not gonna make me feel any better. Probably not gonna help. So that's okay though. That's okay. I'm very excited for other people to play it and probably enjoy it. It looks good. And we did see, I was super excited. As soon as I saw the N64 reveal pop up that they're gonna emulate. Hang on. Oh, shoot. I don't have it turned. Let me turn up the volume so I can hear the bloop. I rely on the bloop for fishing. This is probably why I am like shit at fishing. But that's okay. I am struggling. What was I even talking about? I don't know. I just had my ego crushed. I'm having a vulnerable moment. Give me a second. Oh, come on. You saw me. You looked at me. Alright, whatever. Shook all the trees. We gotta get an axe. And the vaulting pole. Yes. So I was super, super excited. As soon as we saw the tagline pop up for the N64. The N64 emulator, or virtual console, whatever they call it now. I was like, oh baby, can we please have Harvest Moon 64 on screen? Because we've had the farming direct. The whole time we've had so many farming games. This would be the cherry on top for me. This would make it so perfect. And they didn't do it. The absolute cowards. However, if you go and watch the Japanese Nintendo Direct, they show it. My boy, he's right there on screen. Yes, I was so excited. So I really wish. I guess we won't be getting it, or at least not until later. Because they're putting the Harvest Moon 64 on the Japanese subscription, the N64 virtual console shit. Just, I guess we aren't getting them because of, I don't know, localization? I don't know. I love that game. I will play the absolute fuck out of that game. But, fair enough, too. We could have had one more. This could have been us. They weren't. I don't want to call them cowards. That feels too much. Like, rein it in a little bit, you know? Rein it in a little bit. Stone axe. Okay, yeah, sure, hook me up. Yeah, so we got almost said Japanese. We got our farming direct. Was very happy about it. Nothing happened else. Nothing else happened during the entire direct. Trust me. Take my word for it. Nothing at all. Not a single thing. That's all you need to worry about, honestly. I was talking to somebody after the direct. When people were like, people have been like joking a bunch about that direct and poking fun at Nintendo. It's fine. It's fine. I get it. Sure. I understand. I'm hip, you know? But I was telling somebody about this of like, I had to sit through. I didn't have to. Let me rephrase that. I sat through so many fucking Smash Brothers goddamn directs. I sat through so many like JRPG, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem was the direct as well. I've sat through so many of those directs, and like every single time those pop up, I'm like, you know what? Somebody out there is happy. You know, that's good. That's fine. I'm glad somebody out there saw this and is having a good time and having fun. Good for them. You know, I always say good for them. This was my turn. This was for me, okay? Listen. This was for me. Let me have this. So, I don't need to make tools. Why am I making tools? I zoned out and started making tools. I need iron. I need a shovel. Can I have a shovel, please? Can I please make a shovel? Please, I beg you. I can make a shovel. Okay. Hardwood. We can do this. I've got the hookup. So yeah, so like, I'm always happy for people to be getting like exciting reveals. That's like, honestly, that's like 75% of the reason why I watch the reveals too. Cause I'm like, I know people are excited and that makes me happy and excited too. Like I'll pull up a couple of side streams with the, like I had the direct up, right? And I had 2 other streamers streaming as well because they each have their niche different things that they like. So like I got to be excited when, well, I don't know anybody who plays the Fire Emblem games. I do know people who were like, I've played that before, it's pretty good, but I didn't talk to them during the direct. So they exist, they're out there. But for some of the other announcements, like the fighting game stuff, right? Like one of the people was super excited about the stuff, and I was like, "That's great, that's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. It's a good bit. Now let me have my farming game. Let me have my story of seasons." I honestly, too, going into it, I thought we weren't gonna get anything, because I was like, this is all announcements for the winter time. I need those, actually. Let me have those back. It was all wintertime announcements. That's what they said at the beginning, that we're going to focus on things in the 4th quarter of the year. So I was like, none of this is going to be for me. And boy, was I wrong. I am so full. Thank you for the delicious meal, Nintendo. I appreciate it. That was good. I expected we would see more related to the PlayStation stuff, because on Twitter, when the Nintendo Direct was announced by the Nintendo official Twitter or whatever, the official PlayStation people replied to it with like a smiley face or something like that, or like, "We're so excited, smile," and then immediately released a tweet that was about how like they're going to do the state of the game stuff to focus on their Japanese partners and stuff. So I was like, oh boy, oh, we're gonna get some kind of weird Nintendo crossover thing or something. But we didn't. Not really. That surprised me more than some things, honestly. Some of the announcements. But as far as the Nintendo Direct, is there anything else to mention? I mean, there's plenty else for the other nerds as far as the Nintendo Direct stuff, but I don't play those games, so I have no strong opinions one way or the other. I don't play any like JRPG games, which is usually like half of the games you see. So yeah, it was whatever. It was good for them. And Splat, we saw Splat, so you know, good for the Splat people too. Where do I usually put my shovel? Hang on. Here, okay. I had to use muscle memory to figure it out. For the PlayStation, State of Play, I believe it was what it was called. It was good. There was like 2 things for me, and the rest of it was good. People were really excited about the God of War trailer that we got to see. Oh wait, shit, I forgot about in Nintendo. At the very end, we saw Breath of the Wild 2. And we got a date. I really didn't expect that. I thought maybe we might see another trailer, but probably like not. Since it was all stuff focused on supposed to be like the end of the year, I thought like, no, they wouldn't. No, they'd like try to hype us up a little bit so we'd be ready. You know, they wouldn't just drop. No, they did. They dropped the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer and date, the release date. So, fuck, okay. My bad. Sorry, I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but okay, cool. Okay. My only hope for that game, I guess I have 2 hopes for that game. One is that they keep doing what they did that was fun in Breath of the Wild 1. Just give me more of that, please. And make Ganon hot. 2023. Let's do it. Everybody's seen, basically, everybody's seen the hot Ganon design that somebody made. I'd have to look up the reference or the creator, but like I think I follow them now because it's just too fucking good. They did a really good job. Everybody's seen it though, right? Everybody and their grandmother draws Ganon that way now because it's very hot. So Nintendo, I'm gonna need one thing from you. Even if it means giving that person who made the design money, I'm gonna need you to keep that design, please. Make it official, make it canon, because it's a really good design. Have you considered? Listen, there's this thing called the Overwatch strat on the internet. There's this little thing that keeps Overwatch in the collective zeitgeist for eternity. All right, just one little thing. And it could be you as well, Nintendo. I mean, you're already halfway there. More than halfway, but you know, you lean into it. We're gonna clean up the rest of this island here while I'm rambling. I just zoned out and was like, weed picking time. This is why I like this game. Look how chill and nice weed picking hour is. This is great. I'm having a great time. So yeah, so Breath of the Wild 2 in March, and I talked about playing Zelda games on stream. I don't know why I didn't like foresee this happening, but yeah, if I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild 1 and finish it, I'm gonna have to get on that, aren't I? Let's sell some of these cherries. I don't need this many cherries. Let's go to the old Timbo Tombo. Clear out our inventory here. I think I can drop. I have some extras here. What can I drop? I don't need 3 axes. We'll just carry around the 1 for now. And that's an extra fishing pole. We'll have to upgrade. I made a bunch of fishing poles, so I wouldn't have to worry about this on stream. Let's keep them organized though, or else I'm gonna be real mad at myself later. Okay, let's go sell. Yes. So if I'm going to finish Breath of the Wild 1, which I never did, I have the option to play it. Why do I keep hitting that button? I have the option to play it on stream, but that Breath of the Wild is a very big boy. Hi. You wanna snuggle? You're just gonna keep yelling at me? She's been so needy today. So yelly. Giving me the business all day today, haven't you? Okay. Don't need the moth. Everything else we want. Okay. If I'm going to play that game on stream, it's a very big boy. And it's gonna take a while. So if I'm gonna get through it, Anna, baby, I'm going to probably have to start very soon and stream it very consistently if I do. I don't, personally, like, I recognize in myself, I don't stick to things that much. I like to always do something new, whatever is exciting to me. So I'm down to give it a shot. I'm down to try it. I do at least the bare minimum need to finish it, which I could just pick up my save that I made when the game came out like 6 years ago and finish that, but you know, I could also stream it. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Let me also look up what's the Isn't it like 30,000? What's the maximum bell amount for the trees? Okay, just 10,000. Okay. Do it. I like how dramatic the dramatic it looks. It looks nice. I also think I tuned it down probably a little bit too much earlier. There we go. 30, okay, 10,000. Don't mind if you do. And don't mind if I do. We're gonna move this little baby boy. I could put it behind the... No, come with me. We're gonna put this by our house. Well, on second thought, how close to the... Put him here. Is that even? 1, 2, 3, 4? I think it's one more. I'll try it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. Not a big deal. Okay. What was I talking about? Breath of the Wild. Yeah, so let me know. There's an opinion on that one. I'll see what I can do. I think it's time to start putting stuff in my storage. How much storage do I have? Let me move my face over here so I'm looking at the right spot. Congratulations on the construction of your new home. A few tips. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm a professional, alright? I do have the DLC, so we can go and do that, but I will look into it later. Do I have a... Oh, it's my radio. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I have a way to store these, so I'm just gonna... put them here. Move the, move a couple things around here. I like this song. This is good. This is a good song. Oh, it's my frog. I was sitting here like, I like the quack quack noise that it's the music's making, but it's just my frog. Okay, he's doing great though. You're adding great accompaniment. Keep up the good work. Anything else I need to drop off? Yeah. I heard. I'm gonna put my campfire down. Yes. So Breath of the Wild is something we need to talk about. I think it was May or March. I get those two confused a lot. I already have a campfire there, so let's put one over here. Right here. Perfect. Let's fix this weed problem we have here. The original Breath of the Wild came out March 9th, I believe, because that's when the Switch came out. And I already guessed they're probably going to do something similar, but I don't remember. I think it was like March 23rd or something like that, but I'll have to double check that. I don't remember exactly. So, something to note. Something to keep in mind. Yep. Yes, so for the PlayStation stuff, the State of Play, there was some cool stuff. I do not own a PlayStation 4 or 5. Oh, hello. Perfect timing. I do not own PlayStation 4 or 5. See ya. So, the exclusives and stuff, all that kind of talk. I haven't done anything wrong. Let me go. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go get your pieces. It's fine. Introduce myself. I'm Wisp. Nice to meet you. I will be honest with you. I love the darkness, especially nighttime. And I'm afraid of ghosts. Whew, a little run-in with you has all me shaken up. I'm committing to it. I'm keeping it in. You scared some pieces of my spirit right out of me. Looks like they flew off when they bumped into each other. There's no way I can stand like this. What a prickle. Alright, as such, can you collect my pieces? Yeah. Yeah. No, I got the hookup. I can do it. I can do it. I'll make you proud. But first, let me make myself very not proud. I did it. Okay, never mind. I'm proud. I'm proud again. We did it. Oh, baby. A Dorado. Okay. So station. So I don't have a huge investment in PlayStation. Because I can't play the exclusives anyway. And I just personally wait for them to come to PC. Which they normally do anyway. Although I'm still waiting on Ghost of Tsushima because I do really want to play that one. Can I please have that one on PC now? I waited very patiently. Please. I think that one looks very cool. And it makes me want to watch a bunch of Kurosawa movies. That's the correct director, right? That's the one that inspired it? I think so. Because it looks fucking cool and I've never watched any of the movies, so I figure once I get my hands on it, I'm gonna like go ape shit and do a bunch of research and watch a bunch of movies and lose myself to that art sauce. Absolutely. Getting lost in the sauce. Come here. You little shit. Yeah, so I'll wait. There were two things that I was interested in personally, which was Yakuza Inshin specifically. Looked really fucking cool. I was not aware. So we just started getting, for context, with the Yakuza games, we just started getting ports of the Yakuza games onto PC not too long ago. And they started doing like remakes and stuff about a year or two ago. So Yakuza's been getting lots of Yakuza. It's been getting lots of attention in the past year or two, which is great. I fucking love that. I didn't know much about it until a couple years ago when I watched best friends play Yakuza 4, which is a very fun playthrough, one of my favorites. And so I fell in love with it at that point, and then started playing them way later. So I'm always happy to see it getting attention, and see it going well. Very pleased. So Inshin apparently is the first Yakuza spin-off game that is getting localized and ported over. And it was announced at the State of Play, and that's pretty cool. It's basically the same game but with samurai, which is like, yeah, perfect. We love to see it. So I'm excited for that. And then also another game that we saw was Rise of the Ronin. And for me, I am not familiar, at least with playing any of Team Ninja's games, the developer. But there's a lot of people that absolutely adore Neo. I think about it. I gotta do the math in my brain. Absolutely adore Neo. I've never played it myself, but a lot of people love it. And it's the same developer. It's also, fun fact, the developer that does the, I'm gonna double check this. Team Ninja or Team 7? Wait, which one's which? Yeah, Team Ninja. Wikipedia? I'm gonna double check this. Okay, yes. This is also the developer that does the Dead or Alive games, as well as the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball games. That's pretty fun. Oh yeah, Ninja Gaiden. It's another fighting game. Metroid Other M. I didn't know that. Interesting. Very different feel. gameplay to Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, there's Nier or Neo. That's it. Fire Emblem Warriors. 3DS one. Okay, well they've got a long history, but I've played literally none of their games. So I was talking to somebody about it, and they told me that it was like another game, but I don't remember exactly which game it was. To me, it just looks like Assassin's Creed if Assassin's Creed was done right, and they also made it samurai in Japan. So like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And it also, when it first popped on screen, I had Pat up, and we were all like waiting on bated breath to see like, is this a way of the samurai game? Because it had the aesthetic. The only ever way of the samurai game I saw was 3, which is the one where it's based in a town that has I don't know if the others are like this, but this is the only one I know. It's based in a town in Japan that has traditional Japanese side of things, and then the other side of town is like the American foreigner part of town, right? So the trailer opens up, right, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just a traditional Japanese town, that's great. Then it shows the American flag on the stone building, and I was like, no way. We've had so many remakes today, and we've had so much shit, like, no fucking way. Because it looks really good. Like, the combat and gameplay looks really good. And personally, if I were to recommend a game that plays well and, like, feels good to play the fighting and stuff in, Way of the Samurai is not the game series I would personally recommend. Not to say it's bad, it's just very... yeah. So like it looked really good. And Way of the Samurai to me is more of like it's a bit more goofier, a bit more sillier and stuff. Like what this cannot be. And it wasn't. Rise of the Ronin. And I'm super excited for it because it looks great. That's gonna be another exclusive that I can't play for like 6 or 7 years. And that's okay. That's fine. I don't mind. So like, maybe I'll get, when Rise of the Ronin comes out, maybe I'll get Ghost of Tsushima, and then I can play that for 7 years until it comes out. That's fine. Yeah, so it was good. A lot of people were super stoked to see the God of War trailer. It looked really good. I just have no stake personally in God of War. Just never played them. Not opposed to it. Just not tried them. That was good. There was other stuff. I gave it like a, after the fact, I gave it like a 3 out of 5, but only I docked a single point specifically because they started talking about some kind of weird collectible that looked weirdly like NFTs, and I was like, this is a weird thing to stop your direct for. Don't do that. If you want to do achievement stuff, do it in a post on Twitter or like a news article on your website. Don't do it here, please. Really halted the momentum. Okay, it's like I have to go silent when I fish, so you know, heads up. It's like when they're doing like a direct, or they're doing the Xbox conference or whatever, and they stop it midway through to be like, we love our disabled developers, and here's a sizzle reel of them now, so you can see all of them, and they're gonna sing our praises. It's just like, man, this is not cool. This doesn't feel good. You are completely like stopping the momentum for like corporate shilling. It's just so weird. Don't do that. Alley-oop. Alright. I got a mash. Was there anything else of note we saw at the PlayStation thing? Not that I remember. I'm sure there was some stuff, but... Yeah, like I said, I'm not much of a PlayStation person. I have been watching one of my friends play the new remaster for The Last of Us. And it looks fantastic. It looks so good. And it, like, seems to play well and stuff as well. So, like, they did a really, really good job with it. The most recent remaster. One thing that we didn't see that everybody thought that we'd see was, we didn't see any of the Mario movie. Before the Direct came on, I thought we would see more Mario stuff because, you know, they like to do stuff for March 10th, which is Mario Day. And I figured, because that's about the timeline we were looking at, that we would be seeing, you know, it's been a while since Odyssey. It's been a little while since Mario 3D DLC or whatever it was. You know, so I figured we'd be seeing more Mario. We see at least like a spin-off game or something. I don't know. But we really didn't. I think the only thing we saw was that Mario Strikers is getting DLC. That was it. It was weird. I figured, a lot of people figured we'd see, yeah, Mario movie. Because that's coming out next spring, right? Not a whisper, did we hear. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. Although I do like mainline Mario games and stuff. And spin-off games. But, there was a singular moment where they were like, oh, now we have our special guest here, and on bated breath, I feel like everyone collectively was like, it's gonna be Chris Pratt. I almost called him Chris Pratt, which is like, I can't not do that. It's embedded in my brain now. On bated breath, man. We were all waiting, and then they debated us. Thank God, because I do not need that. Thank you. Let me enjoy my farming direct in peace, please. Can we just call it the, Marvelous is the publisher. Why did my brain just completely eject the creator of the Story of Season games? Hang on. We're getting the Google back up. Figuring this one out. Because I don't remember off the top of my head. Completely ejected. Is the developer... I thought the publisher was Marvelous. It's developer and publisher. Hang on a second. Victor Interactive Software acquired by Marvelous, now Marvelous Inc. Okay. So maybe it is just Marvelous now. So yeah, let me have my my Marvelous Direct in peace, okay? Actually, you know what? It is actually. We're just gonna go with Marvelous Direct because Marvelous also does the Ring Factory games. So let me just have this in peace, okay? None of your weird Mario movie garbage. Get it out of here. When the movie comes out, you know what? Let's have a watch party. The day the movie comes out, we're gonna watch the old Mario movie. And we're not ever gonna watch the new one, okay? Deal? Everybody on board with that? I will do it too. I gotta set my Discord up because it's already like in the works. You know? Like I've already got it probably like 70% ready to go. I just gotta do some permissions stuff so I can launch that shit. And we'll go in there and we'll do a watch party together. Just me and my friends anyway, but you know. It's in principle, damn it. It's the principle of the matter. gonna dump these here on his lawn. Hopefully he'll pick them up for me. Let's go ahead and process these. Thanks, Toots. Thanks, sweet cheeks. Let's go ahead and do the today's rock as well. When I first played Animal Crossing New Horizons, I kept eating the fruit. And I thought that the only way you could get the stones and iron was from the single drop that the rock gave you every day. I did not realize, I caught him too, that sucks. I didn't realize that if you didn't hit it with like nothing, you would get more supplies. So I was struggling. I had to have my friends give me help. I had to get them to bring me iron and stones because I was so stone poor. It was sad. How many rocks? There's 4 rocks on an island a day, right? Or 5, is it? Or 6. Wait. I don't remember. Yeah, anything else from the direct? Yeah, not off the top of my head. I'm gonna call that conversation good unless I think of anything else. Any other bits? It was funny. There's something. It was funny that I got one friend, Matt's super into Metroid, and we were all like, yeah, you might see it. You might see Metroid, and literally the only thing of Metroid you saw was in the singular moment when it just like they just did the N64 Virtual Console reveal. Oh, I should have shut up. They just did the N64 Virtual Console reveal, and the screen goes like dark for a second, and then it pulls up, and there's like a little icon in the corner, and that icon is a Metroid icon. It's from the games, right? And then they do the GoldenEye reveal. Psych. Yeah, I felt bad for him. But only a little bit. Only a little bit. Someday we'll see it. Someday we'll see Metroid come out, and he'll be happy, and it'll be a good day. But until then, I'm gonna give him endless shit for it. As he deserves. So, let's talk about Yakuza again some more. I wanna go back to Yakuza. So, like I mentioned, it's the first spin-off game that we've had localized, as far as I know. That's what I read at least. So that's an exciting thing. With that said, someday, I would like to stream Yakuza games because they're very fun and they're very unique, and it's basically like, it's not open world. It's that like open world, but in like a small area, and very, very dense in Japan. And it's like, there's tons of like mini games, there's tons of stuff to do. You can just go into the arcade and just play arcade games for however long. Get a bunch of toys and stuff. You can just do that if you want. And the story is the equivalency of like Japanese gangster soap opera, which I love. It's so extra, so over the top. So I really enjoyed it. I've only ever played the first one, which I played the first one years. It was just like a couple of years ago, right? So the first one came out on the PlayStation 2 a very, very long time ago. I've already done this. I need to do Axe today. Okay. It came out on the PlayStation 2 a long fucking time ago. And I watched, like I said, my first introduction was that Let's Play that I watched of 4. And I loved it. I was very intrigued by it. And I wanted to know more, so I was like, I'm gonna start from the beginning. I got about halfway through the game, and then I got busy with something else, as I do. However, years later, the remaster comes to Steam. Or the remaster, the remake. No, yeah, remake comes to Steam. And I own it. I have Yakuza 0. I keep saying it different. I don't know the legit way to say it, so I'm just gonna keep saying it like a stupid fucking idiot. And it's gonna be different every single time. Anyway, so I have it. And I want to play it on stream, because that sounds like a fun time. And then I'll figure out how to say the word, and then it'll be great. It's a very fun game, so... yeah, so the only ones I've seen are 4 and 0. So... spin-off one would be cool. I've never played the remake, even though I own it. Wrong thing. Okay. Even though I own it, I haven't played it. I played a little bit, maybe like, I'd say like 7% of Kiwami, which is the prequels to the Yakuza series. It's like in the 80s. It was interesting. I personally don't have much nostalgia. I personally don't really like the 80s aesthetic all that much. That kind of turned me off a little bit, but it was a cool game. Otherwise, they do a cool thing with the cutscenes. It's a little different. Where to save on the budget, they use like still images and made them like move. It looks really cool and interesting though. You'd have to see it. So maybe I'll get around to that one. I don't know. I should probably just play them in the order. Probably just play them in the order that I would keep my interest the longest. Oh, swap. I need him. I don't need this bug though. Go. Be gone. Be free. Still chopping down trees. Can I? Okay, I think I can remember where I'm at. Let's go put our fish somewhere safe. Step 1. Let's put them behind here so they're not in the way. I'll just shake the tree and hopefully we'll get our fruit. Okay. Actually, let's put them in the front. We picked up some stuff from the front. We'll just fill in what we picked up here. Well, there we go. And the pike. Okay. There we go. Alright. Is there anything else about Yakuza games? I don't think that about covers it. Let me sell as well before I go off on another adventure. Put my stones away. This week, I have been very, very busy. For a couple of reasons, but the number one reason I've been so busy is I've been working on that tutorial. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream yet. No, I did last time because we did Miku. That tutorial that I'm working on, I've got it pretty much... Oh, I'm looking off into the distance. There we go. I've got it pretty much organized. I think I know how I'm gonna do it. I've never worked on like a video, long form video before. I've never edited a video for the purposes of anything. So this is my first not only tutorial but video series basically. So I figured out I think how I want to do it. The next step is going to be, I always hit that button. Actually, I might have that on me. You need 30 pieces of each. I don't have the iron, though. Yeah, we'll come back for that. Okay. So that tutorial is taking up a very good chunk of my time. Quite a bit of it. And it's gonna be... I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be worth it. It will show. But... boy howdy. Is it a big boy. Very, very tired. I also had like my blood drawn yesterday, so I'm just like very sleepy. Very exhausted. I've got therapy tomorrow I gotta go prepare for. Haven't done that yet. I don't know what I'm gonna talk to her about. I'm gonna try to make it funny. Just because in my half delirious brain, that sounds like a funny thing to do. I don't know why. Let's make all the villagers come stretch in the rain. I don't have nunchucks. I'm using a Pro controller, so I don't know what it's gonna ask me to do. Joy-Con. I don't have the Joy-Con. Again, the button. Okay, good. It's just gonna make me do buttons. Okay, good. Oh, there we go. Look at this dingus. I've done this. I've gotten up with the Joy-Cons and done the stretches. I mean, you got it at least once. Look at Blathers over there. This is cute. I don't want to interrupt, honestly. I'm just kind of like enjoying the vibe. It was nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna talk shit about it. About not doing the stretches and stuff, but even just like as a brain cleanse, it was nice to just kind of relax for a minute. Just turn the brain off. It was pleasant. It was good. Thank you for my Nook Miles. That's what I really came here for. That's what I'm really in the business for. Oh, I did, I think that also counted as a... Yep. Oh no, that's pick of the bunch. I think the stretches is a daily, like... No? Maybe I do multiple. I'll worry about it later. I gotta put in the bugs and stuff I've caught into my... I keep track of all of the stuff on the phone. I guess I don't have to do that, but... I could, you know? I keep, I got a journal on my... journal app on my phone that's, Animal Crossing related. I don't remember what it's called, but it's really good. I'll get the name for it if you want it. And you can input all of your catalog, every single item that you've collected, and see what percentage you've completed. You can see every emote that you don't have. It keeps track and sorts all of the fish and bugs that you have caught and what you're missing. It does a lot. It's a really, really good app. So, recommend it. But I guess I don't really have to do this here. I'm not going to be nearly as obsessed as I am on my main save. This is gonna be just more like, what kind of creative shenanigans can we get into? I would like to do as well at least one QR code a day. Not QR code, but one QR design, whatever, a day. Every time we stream it, I want to do something. Just a little art related, just a little palette cleanser. I guess today we'll do something maybe farming related? What can I do? I could do the dog from A Wonderful Life, the pointy-eared dog. Pretty cute. That's a good bit. Oh, let me finish trees. Let me focus trees first, since the day's about to roll over. And then I can go ham off stream. I can take all day. Tomorrow is therapy day, so I might just be like chilling out, not doing anything. Could be a good bit. I don't know. Binge some Animal Crossing. Get all my supplies ready to go. I do need to make sure, because like, I don't remember when you get the third villager, so I don't want to miss that, because we have to island hop, and gambling is always fun. Always fun in a group. I'll double check that. I'll figure it out. We'll stream at least until then. And then I might fucking get some sleep, because I'm still very tired, very sleepy. So the honk tutorial's moving right along. I'd love to see that. I'm very intimidated, but that's okay. That's part of the process. You gotta learn somehow. Into the fire and all that. Halloween games. I mentioned that for Halloween, I would like to play some spooky, Halloween-y type oriented games. Whether or not they were horror games and scary games, I don't know. Or if they're just supernatural themed, that's fine as well. Currently, I've got on the docket, I'm going to do Luigi's Mansion because I love that game, and that's the perfect Halloween game. Might even do an annual thing with it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If I have a good time, we'll bring it back. Let's play it once through first, and then we'll figure it out. I'm just very excited. We also have, I picked up a deal currently right now. I think still there is a deal right now for Lucius 1 and 2 on Steam. They're like $3 for the bundle, the two of them, and I picked that up, so I'm probably gonna play those. I have seen a full playthrough of the first one, but it was when I was like fucking 14 years old, which would be 14 years ago. So it's been a while, and I don't really remember it all that well. So I think going back to it would be fun. I remember it being really weird and hard to control, seemed like, and kind of janky, which I personally think is the perfect stream game. That's like that's the perfect combination. Okay, I already did that one. I'll just leave the holes there. That's fine. I wanted to see if the bot. There it is. I needed the bot. So we're probably gonna play those. There's other games I'm down to go to. I can play some Phasmo, although probably I don't know if I would have anybody interested to stream it with me. I'd have to ask. Big fan of Phasmophobia. It's a very fun game. But we usually do like a group night with it, so I don't know if it would translate to stream. And then I've got other things like Fear I could play. Bunch of other stuff. So I'd have to look around some more, but we have some games on the docket. It'll also be, we'll have to do some Vampire Survivor streams, because that is when the Interview with the Vampire Chronicles first season's gonna come out, and I'm gonna be talking about that quite a bit probably. that's like, what are we gonna get, an episode a week? I'm probably gonna be talking about it. I don't know if it's gonna be like all drop in one go, but if it does, then I guess we'll just do it that way, in that form. We'll see. I do have another Vampire Survivor stream coming up too soon, so we can talk about the dreaded 50 Shades of Grey, and I know you're gonna say, but wait, the vampire streams are specifically for vampires. What do you mean? How are we gonna tie that in? And, have faith. You have to have faith in me. You have to believe. And if you believe hard enough, then I can make it happen. I can make it important enough to make it vampire related. And you'll see. You'll see. You'll just have to see. I also watched some Sam Reed movies. Because Sam Reed is going to be playing the role of Lestat. And so I was like, well, I know Riley Ritchie. I know Jacob Anderson. I know this guy. Who the fuck's this other guy? And as it turns out, he is most known for the movie Belle. And so I will talk about that next vampire stream as well. No spoilers. No spoilers yet. But plenty of spoilers. I was gonna do it yesterday actually, but then when I had my blood drawn, I was like, I'm very tired. I am very sick. I want to sleep. And I did sleep. No, wait, no. I did not sleep. That was a lie. What I did instead was I binged art. Because I wanted to release an art piece. So I just stayed up and did art for like 7 hours. And I was exhausted. But we got through it. You ever have one of those nights where you're like, I gotta stay up and, I don't know, study. Or I gotta stay up and do this one thing. I'm going to blast the most highest energy, like cheeriest music I can find and just bleary-eyed endure. That's what I did last night. Stuck it out. But I already released a piece. It's cute. I like it. At least Pony looks good. I will take criticism on the other characters. Something ain't right about him. I don't know what it is. Something's not right about that boy. Mark. Pony looks cute. And the dog looks cute. So it works out. I'm also back on Twitter, which is probably a mistake. I don't know how long I'll be on Twitter, honestly. Twitter is not so good for my mental health usually. So I try to keep it to a bare minimum. Oh, I gotta talk to Ghost Boy. I just now realized. Hang on. I'll make a deposit here. And then we gotta talk to Ghost Boy for the next day, because we got his little Ghost Boy parts. I don't like that. Wait, let me try again. I got his little ghost, what are these called? Wisp spirit pieces. That sounds better. A bit better. Not much better. But better. Okay. I need to go give those to him, because I want whatever garbage he's gonna give me. And I'm gonna treasure it forever. Whatever it is. Did I mention I love gambling? I'm gonna keep it, depending on what it is, next to my house or inside my house. I don't know. It'll be in a place of great importance. Where is he? Where's this dude? Where did he go? Hello? What happened to him? Is he like up on the upper levels now? Did he move? Is he like where I can't get to him? Because that would kind of blow. He was in the middle area here. Maybe he was like... I've got like 7 minutes. I've got a little time before the day rolls over. Where are you? There you are. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. You did it! You found all my pieces of spirit. Come on, hand them over. Hurry. Here you go, champ. Perfect. That's all 5 pieces. I don't know why I'm giving a New York accent, but that's what we're doing. We're committing to the bit. Ta-da! Ah, back to normal. Whew, thank goodness. Thank you. I feel wonderful. I give you my... Okay, yes, I want a reward. Who doesn't love furniture? Perfect. Something expensive or something new? Well, everything's new to me. So give me something expensive. On the expensive side, I'm not that great at judging value of items. What does this even mean? Telescope. Okay. I was hoping we'd get something, less fun. But that's just, like, nice to have. Thanks, I appreciate that, actually. I was hoping he'd give us, like, a trash can or, like a pile of leaves. Some garbage. Garbage bag. That would be cute. Be a fun bit, and I have to commit to keeping a garbage bag. Ah. Whoops. Saved it. Okay, but no. The telescope? That's just the telescope. Okay. Cool. What if we put it inside? We'll put it inside. For the bit, you see. Put it in our window. For the bit, you see. I'll have to move my radio. My radio above my head, so I cannot get any sleep. I tried using one of those... Oops. I tried using one of those apps that plays like soothing music to sleep to. And the video that I pulled up, this sound loop, it was like stormy cat purring or something like that. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. This is good. This is a good look. Let me take my hat off. Hang on. Oh yeah, this is good. I like this. Can I like line it up? No, there's no universe where you can light that up. Hang on, I'm gonna put my... I can get a nice glow effect while I'm looking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at me. It's cute. Okay. It's a good bit. What was I even talking about? Oh no, I'm starting to lose it. Uh-oh. I don't remember. It's gone now. Let's go get more wood. I got too distracted. The frog, it draws me in every time. Seduces me with his wah, wah, wah. Oh yeah, we gotta do our... Here, we'll do a design while we're waiting for the day to roll over. Let's do a... Let's see. Let's do a farming design. I do like the idea of celebrating our farming direct. Let's do... what do we want to do? Okay, let's do a transparent. Do a heart. How about? And we'll use this as our little template. Cute. Sure. That is our little... Oh, wait, you can make that bigger? Oh. Oh, okay. We'll just go in here and edit it just slightly, ever so slightly. In my main Animal Crossing town, I've been trying to make a train track because I wanted to pay homage to I gotta think about this for a second. I wanted to pay homage to New Leaf, which is my favorite Animal Crossing game. And In New Leaf, your town has a train. I fucked this up already. How did I fuck this up already? What? Oh, maybe... Okay. So yeah, so I wanted to have a train wrap around my town, and you had to cross the train in order to get to my island. Well, I've been working on making the path, right? So it looks nice and like a stony train track and stuff. And boy, that has been a task to get that to work. It has been awful. Okay, this is not working. Oh, I know why. Hang on. Because the heart itself. Let me do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There we go. Now it's even. It's basically gonna be the Dexter meme. Where he's like, my beloved, right? I want to make it something stupid. It would be a nice, like, I could do a tool, but I feel like that's too easy. It's too simple. What in the Harvest Moon games is stupid? And the dog is an easy answer as well. We could do the dog. In fact, I could just do a dog. Yeah, let's start. Let's start over. Let me think about this. Let me use my think bone. Here's a big weird here. I got it. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I just gotta get it. I need a reference photo. I just need to see the boy. I'm gonna have to pull up like a list of characters. Is it even a character? It's not a person. It's not a human. Ooh, maybe if I scroll all the way to the bottom, he will be there. No, he's not there. What is that guy's name? What is that thing's name? Ooh, there it is. There he is. Okay, I know what I want to do. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to draw it in a different color, and then we're going to swap the color so I can draw and see what I'm doing. I hope. The remake is undoubtedly gonna keep like removing some of the weird stuff. We've already seen in the trailers and stuff they've made a lot of the characters like way hotter than they have any right to be, right? Oh, what's the undo button? Minus, okay. Way hotter than they have any right to be. So like, what else are they gonna get rid of, you know? And they may get rid of my boy here. Here, I'll pull up a picture on so you can see what I'm seeing. Oh no, it's not transparent either. Hang on, let me move that over to the console screen so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm so tired. Okay. I'll put it up here. You can see what I'm looking at here, and let me take off the bits there and make it a little bit bigger. This little fella is what we're making. And there we go. This little guy. This is who I want to make. This little guy is in A Wonderful Life, the original. And I hope that they do not remove him. Because look at him. How could you say no to that face? I want to make this guy. 1, 2, okay. I think that's now 4. And then alley-oop. And alley. Until... Okay. Gotta get it. Actually, isn't there like a... I just now remembered. There's like a mirror button, isn't there? Hang on. It's like down here. I can't see it either. Because I can... Yeah, there we go. I can only see what you can see on stream. That's how I have the... I have the capture card set up. So, okay. How am I gonna do this? I can make him... I might have to make his arms a little bit smaller. Maybe. That could work. I'll just put some more transparent lines in. So you have the, like... I could just make it here. I know what I'm gonna do. This will look weird for a minute. But bear with me. Okay? You have to be patient and trust me. Not an easy feat. He needs to be gray though. I don't know. This will be the shadow on the boy. And he is a little bit like beigeish colored in the shadows. Maybe, what is that shadow? I can't, it's a little warm, I think. But I'm not the best at doing that. I can't just be like, oh yeah, that's purple. And I'm looking at it like, no, it's not. It's green. And then you color pick it and it actually is purple. I can't do that. I don't have that vision yet. Maybe someday, but not yet. Okay, bright boy. All right, now we tone it down. There we go. And if I do it in blue, yeah, it seems warm to me. I'm gonna stick in the warm. I'm gonna trust my gut. My gut has never steered me wrong. Not once. Cue smash cut to all of the times just simply on stream. That's it. Not even in my life. Just in this moment with you. Cut to all the fishing mistakes. All the times I didn't catch the fish. Maybe don't do that. That's bullying. You know, that's just bullying. That's just rude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Can have his little feet sticking out too. Does that translate? Sure. Translates if I say it does. And I say it does. Do I want to fill in the transparent dot? Or just leave it transparent? I should probably fill it in. It makes more sense that way. Okay. And the little hair tuft. We have to have the hair tuft. In fact, I might have to make him shorter just to get it exactly right. That looks so stupid. Maybe if I put it here. Okay, I can work with that. And we need the red bow tie. There we go. And the face. Oh. Am I gonna get the like squiggle mouth? Doop, doop. It's like a mustache. How do I let me try that again. Okay. I might want to move it up one. I'll move it up one. And we'll just move the nose up as well. No great loss. Okay. And yep. Get the orange. And we'll just trade it out for a pink. Go around the horn here. Get a nice, pleasant, cute pink. Yeah. Yeah. Cute. Okay. Little redder though. Yeah, there we go. Change the purple to another, I think another shade in the brown family, but just a little bit more desaturated. I love him. Okay, and the eyeballs, which are just little, we can do black, little white highlight maybe. Oh, you can't even see the white highlight. Okay, yeah, no, it's just, that's it. That's just it. It's just him, just a hairy little guy. Yes, Anna. Let me bring the arm. The arms are a little bit more, oops. Not what I wanted to do. I want to do the opposite. Yeah, he's just a hairy little guy. I'm gonna put some leg out here as well. You know, kind of what's going on. Sort of. And then we're gonna bring in, since his legs are up there, we gotta bring in his pelvis a little bit. My little friend, my little man. Look at him. Look at how cute. Oops. Do another one. Here we go. Yeah, this guy's in the original Wonderful Life. And I like, nobody is gonna know who the fuck this is unless I tell them. So I'm like trying to think of how to like put a little like tag that's like, oh yeah, Wonderful Life, smile. Add a shadow down here as well. Maybe not there though. Yeah, that's good. One more. No, that's good. All right. We're keeping him. What's this guy's name? We're gonna name it the name, so I have to learn how to say it. Muku. Okay. I'm gonna commit that to memory. Muku. My friend. My good friend Muku. Let me remove him from the stream. Because we have him in game. We don't need the reference anymore. He's just here with us. In spirit and physically. Let me also put my eyes. There we go. Position myself here. Perfect time for a little stretch break, a little water break. While it's loading, it's thinking about it. So since we have... Oh, look how beautiful. Gorgeous. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. Okay. Today's some stunning news just in. We're moving forward with construction of Bogden Museum. Build the museum on the very spot where Blathers had his tent. So sorry for the inconvenience to all like this today. 'Tis a shame to suspend your scientific endeavors. However, I hope having our splendid new museum completed by tomorrow will make up for this little setback. That's quick. I thought it was like 3 days at least. That was our little message. That's all from me. I do hope you enjoy another fine day of luxurious Bogden living. And me too. Having a good time. Thanks for having me in my own island. Oh yes, my goodies. My things are here. Oh, my pockets are full. Shit. Do I get rid of crab? No. Never. Oh, I'm sure you've been noticing as well all of my turtles I have on my island. If there's one thing that I absolutely will insist upon doing, it's infinite turtles. I wish there were more creatures that when you place them on the ground, they are just creatures. Because it's such a good bit, and they really should have leaned into it. Every single turtle, except for whatever first turtle I'm going to donate, is getting a spot on my island. Every single one of them. Oh, full-length mirror. Nice. I was wondering about that. Ooh, they have houses now, too. I didn't even see this. Did they have houses yesterday? I think they had tents still. Nice, nice. We should probably, before we quit... I only have 4 iron nuggets, dude. Ugh. Ugh. We should probably... I don't think I'm gonna be able to. The store that Timmy and Tommy want to make is gonna take 30 nuggets. And I do not have the kind of nuggets for that. I just don't. That's gonna take a while. And maybe I'll have to just wait. I can farm it out. Man, I guess I could get lucky. Oh, no, wait. Can we buy... Hang on. I need to go see something real quick. I don't think we can buy it yet, but I have something that I need to do. Let's see, what do we get in the mile program? We got a wetsuit. Yes. Oh, baby. That's the good one too. I like this one. Look at me, styling. We got the bandana. Perfect, perfect. And we have our t-shirt. We match. I did it. Okay, I'm gonna leave the wetsuit because I'm hurting for inventory right now. I'm gonna leave the wetsuit right here. We can come get it if we need it. Hi, Beeper. Hello, my love. What do you need? Why are you beeping at me? I'll put the faucet over here. That could be cute. No room. What do you mean? Just push me out of the way. Cute. Perfect. I'm gonna move the frogs. I'm gonna leave those frogs down there. I'm gonna put one frog. No, not frog. I'm gonna put one muka muka. Or muku muku. Damn it. So close. Right here. Our boys. In Muku we trust, dude. We have a cushion. I'll just put the cushion next to the turtle. You can sit down and like spend some time with him. Mingle. My tomato festival shirt. It's going. You know what? Let's wear the tomato one for a little while. We'll just keep the bandana on. I'll leave the my work shirt will stay here for now. I'm still enjoying the tomato. I'll just drop this for now. Keep that. Keep the old tire. Sure. Why not? And we have to put the fossil over here. Okay. So let's try to get... Let's see how many iron chunks we can get before we call it good. We can get a couple of these bad boys. I might can just go island hopping to get the rest. There are some really good islands for doing that, so. Okay, whew, we got him. Yes. Little bug. Yes, ma'am? About ready to snuggle? Okay. Earlier, she's been, like I said, she's been so needy today. And earlier I laid down to take a nap, and she came over and laid down like a foot away from me and then looked away from me like, baby, you've asked like for attention all day today, and now you're like, well, now I don't really want it. What is that about? Can you explain that to me? No, you can't. You're just gonna yell about it. Okay. Nope. Yep. Hello. What's going on in your mind? What's going on in your head today? Seems like it's chaotic in there. I'm gonna order her. She's been playing with this toy. She's been losing her mind, I should say, with this toy. It's like a hub that has like a little stick on it with a little like a feather kind of thing, or a little little fuzzy toy, and it spins. Right? It's an automatic toy. It's a mechanical toy and it spins. She's been obsessed with it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I've owned this fucking thing for over a year. She's like, she wanted nothing to do with it. That's boring. That's stupid. And now she's just like, cannot get enough of it. Constantly, all day, she's like, can I play with this now? Can you turn that on for me? So, I'm gonna have to order. Oh, hello. What are you doing out here? Best up. Congratulations on your new home. Thank you. Stylish furniture, DIY projects, book shopping. Yeah. Those are all things that I can do. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna order. I've never dabbled in rechargeable batteries, but she is going through them. So I'm gonna have to try it out, because I swear we're using like 3 batteries. It's probably not that much, but for one single toy, 3 batteries a week seems like a lot to me. It seems like a bit much. You know, like, and even like after a couple days, it starts to like slow down as well. The toy starts getting like sluggish and stuff, and it's like, oh man, okay, I'll fix it. I'm gonna order one of those like hubs and see how it goes. I will keep y'all posted. I know rechargeable batteries is so exciting. All the latest news. I'm also ordering a whiteboard, but it won't be in stock until the 23rd. I don't know, like a week or 2 from now. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm nervous about that one. Salmon. Why has salmon got like the jaws of death? I don't think salmon got jaws of death like that. Horrifying. Yeah. I'm gonna go get that set up. I've been using a whiteboard this week. It's really helped me stay on task. I didn't realize how bad I was at like making responsible decisions for my day. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you know, when you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna do this and this and this today. I haven't been apparently doing that. Apparently I just like get up and I'm like, well, I gotta do this, and I just do that the rest of the day and do nothing else, and it's like the death of my like productivity, I'll call it, and like mental health. It's just been shit for my mental health. So having the whiteboards helped so far. I hope it keeps up. Very nice. Recommend trying it. Turn that on. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a big one. Right now I've got like a tiny one that's like 2 feet by like 1.5 feet. I don't know, it's pretty small. So I was gonna get one that like fits on my wall. It's gonna be too big, this next one. It's gonna be like monstrous. It's gonna engulf. Because I can. Why not? Like worst case scenario, if I don't use it for oh, that's cute. I forgot about that. That's cute. Am I just like telling him to shush? Is that what I'm doing? Okay. Let's go see how many iron nuggets we can get. That's what we were doing, right? Yeah, and like worst case scenario, if I don't keep using it for like my day, if I like don't end up liking that, then I'll just start drawing on it, or I'll use it for like projects, or like, I don't know, anything, literally anything I can use it for. The only reason I haven't been using the ones that I have access to are because like you can't fit anything on them because they're very small, or like they're in weird spots. Like if you can't hang it on the wall, you're not going to use it, right? It's not convenient for you. You're not going to use it. Me, I'm just now learning this about myself. You would think that I would understand this about myself after this long of being alive. But as it turns out, no, actually not. Just not. That's just not how it works. Where'd you go? I wonder where Anna ended up. Maybe she's in the closet. I left the closet door open. Now that it's cooling off, I can just leave the door open and she goes in there and chills. That's cute. That's fun. I was reading a thread the other day about cats and their claws, right? And I don't remember what got me on this like tangent. I don't remember exactly. It was something about how people were talking about. Yes, I'm talking about you. What's up? My goodness. Giving me the business. What do you need? What is it? What do you need? Comes over, yells at me. You want your toy? Speak of the devil. What we were just talking about. Can I take it? Here, let me try taking it into the closet. Hang on, let me catch this bug. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, beeper. Okay. 1 second. Hi. 2 seconds, stream. 2 seconds. Yes. I'm gonna take this. Oh, it's so sluggish. Oh, it's so depressing. Okay. I turned the toy on in the closet, so you may hear some clickies in the background, but it's so, like, slow and pathetic. It's so sad. So. Yeah, you can kind of hear it just a tiny bit. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yes. So I was reading a thread. That's what it was. I was reading a thread and people were talking about how, like, yeah, you know how you have to cut your cat's claws. And half of the people in the thread were, like, horrified. They were like, how could you do that? That's so cruel to your animals. And I was so confused. I was so confused by this because, like, it's just their claws, man. They don't need those. What do you mean? You're not, like, cutting the quick of the claws? Like, that would hurt. Yeah, that would suck. I have been cutting my cat's claws for, like, since they were kittens. So, like, 6 years. 5 or 6 years, right? I've been cutting their claws. And not once have I ever cut into the quick. Usually I'll just err on the side of less, and then, you know, like, if I have to trim them again in a little while, they're usually very, very well mannered, and if I wrap them up in the blanket, they will sit there and go, "Mrr," and wait for me to finish, and it's fine. What the fuck are you doing to your cats that you think cutting their claws is cruel? What do you mean? And then somebody in the thread mentioned, it's like, oh yeah, well if you have outdoor cats, you don't need to do that. And I was like, oh. I don't necessarily agree with. There's a lot to that answer, right? But like also, oh yeah, that many people have outdoor cats? What? I guess I didn't realize how many people fucking just let their cats outside to live. It's a lot of people. I thought most people, at least like a majority of people, I need to focus when I do that. I thought like a majority of people would just, you know, keep them inside like you're supposed to? I don't know. Just saying. Just a question. I don't know. Oh, that was so jarring and weird. Like she's fine. She's gotten to the point too where she's like, used to she'd be kind of grumpy afterwards, but now she's just like, okay, we just have to do that every now and then. She's still grumpy when I'm doing it, but once I'm done, she's like, okay, we're friends again. So like, whatever, man. She doesn't pop her claws nearly enough. And some other people too are bringing up like their cats were old and they had to do it for them and stuff. It's like, yeah, sometimes you gotta cut your cat's claws, dude. Have you ever seen the claw? Like if you let it grow out and they don't like take care of it well enough, it will like spin all the way around and start poking them in the paw, which is like horrific. That's awful. So, you know, check on your cats. Anna's get real sharp and she doesn't have anything to like, she pops them and she chews on them. She does a good job maintaining them, but they get so sharp. That's really why I cut them, because I don't think they would ever grow out to the point. I don't think she'd let them get long enough that would be like a health risk for her, but like, she's gonna be a health risk to me, you know? Like, my feet. One of the #1 reasons why people end up in the hospital is for animal scratches and claws, because they get infected so often. So like, #1, clean your wounds, people. But #2, they're just very frequent. Like they're just gonna cut the hell out of you. So like, cut them. And they won't do that. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I thought about doing the claw capper things, but I found out that to do the claw caps, you still have to cut the nails anyway. I was like, well, what's really the point? I guess it makes them softer, but I was more interested in having them as an alternative to having to cut their nails. Okay. I guess if you're, my cats have never been bad about tearing up stuff that I didn't want them to tear up. Right. I gotta keep that bug. I think the rest are good to go, but I gotta keep that one. Hey, no, no, that's not yours. That's mine. Give me that. You little sneak thief. You never do that. What was that about? She ran up on my desk, picked up my tiny little, like, tiny post-its. One of my little tiny post-its, and then, like, put it in her mouth to carry it off. And she was about to fucking skedaddle. She was gonna go. You were gonna run for it. Anna. I just started petting her, and she yelled. She was gonna hoof it. I saw you. You were, like, hunkered down, ready to go. Before I stopped her. Sweetie. Why are you being like this today? Are you okay? Like, do you need to tell me something? Like, you're good, right? You're not sick? You're not, like... Were you having a day? Were you just anxious? Maybe you had a bad dream or something. I've been there. I had a bad dream last night, so... It was nice to wake up with Anna being, like, real cuddly and sweet. That was nice. But then she started yelling at me. And it never stopped. Sweetie. Okay. Alright, you do what you gotta do, you know? Let it all out. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? I talked about everything I wanted to get to. Is there anything else that we need to do in game? I think it's a little far-fetched this time to get the iron. I think it's better off if I don't push it and just get the iron as we go. I don't think I'm gonna get access to enough, and the only way I'm able to is to do island hopping stuff, and who knows how many islands it would take to get the right island or just enough rocks. So I think I'm gonna pass on that. Also, I wanted to check too, now that we have full access to the island, do we have any hopping rocks? One thing that I really admired and loved about some of my friends' islands is that they had two rocks butted up against each other that you could hop between, and that was the cutest fucking shit. So cute. I want to see if I could get an island with hopping rocks. Alright. Alright, we'll do it. Wake up. Bird. Get up, come on. Honk shoe, snoring sounds, etc. Yeah, very believable. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come on. Okay. Gulliver. I don't see pizza. Where am I? Who are you? Who am I? Oh, hang on. I know that one. None other than Gulliver. Alright, that's cute. I'll give you that one. You can have that one for free. Waterlogged. Reading your vacant expression. Guess I dozed off and tumbled overboard. Endearing. Yes. That is the word that I would pick. Absolutely. None Oliver. I was just trying to like process that. I'm very tired and that is messing with my brain. None Oliver than Gulliver. I read it correctly, so like none other Oliver. Who came up with that one? They either deserve a pat on the back and a promotion, or to be scolded and shamed. Bit of both, maybe. Bit of both. Let's find those communication parts and then start winding down. Get this boy back to his ship. Gulliver can send some pretty nice furniture, so we're gonna do a little bit more gambling. Gambling, you see. See what we can get. There we go. How many do we need again? Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5. Get hooked up. Get the hook up here. And then, I'm trying to remember too. I don't remember how the progression in this game goes. It's been so long. I know we unlocked the third villager pretty soon after the first two. I'm guessing after we pay off the shop, we'll get that going. I'll just stay on this beach. It'd be easier. Stay over here. Oh no, it's a footprint. Never mind. Excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Oh, almost got me that time. Okay. I have to focus so hard. I'm so bad at the fishing. Alright. I wish they had the prompt like in Pocket Camp or in Pocket Camp the screen zooms in and there's like a prompt on screen that pops up. And in New Leaf I don't think anything happens like that in New Leaf. I think there's just it's the same as this one. Because I remember struggling in New Leaf as well with the fishing, so it's probably pretty similar. But on the DS, I would just turn the volume up really loud to help me. So maybe that's what I need to do. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe a little bit of an accessibility would be nice on the fishing. Just a little prompt, a little something. An idea. Okay, we got 5. Let's go tournament. We won't get to see until tomorrow. But it will get an important spot on the island. I don't know where. I don't have anything planned out yet, so we'll have to think about it. I'll have to come back to it. The pieces are crammed back in there. Let's see if this thing can send a message. It's me, your brudder from another mutter. No, another rudder. Oh no, Gulliver, please, I am too tired for this. So listen, it happened again. Can you swing by to pick me up? Sending my coordinates now. Gulliver, over and out. There, that should do it. You're the best. Thanks for all your help. I promise to return the favor. Or check your mail. Yes, I will. Sure to put some flippers on before you open it. Does he, like, give us a teaser? Wait a second. He used to give a teaser in New Leaf. I never noticed if he gave a teaser in this one. I'm saved. Okay, yes, good. Good, good. Let's go claim our Nook Miles. Oh yeah, we had Wisp too. Cowardly Ghost. And Gulliver. Alright, perfect. Oh, let me claim the boys while I'm looking at it. We might have enough. It's a new day. Maybe we should go check the Nook Mile program. Maybe there's some new stuff in there to upgrade. I need pocket expansion, please. That is my #1 priority. Let's go see. Let's go check. Welcome. Yes, thank you for my bonus. Redeem. Gotta check the shop as well. Nothing new here. I guess it doesn't roll over until the store gets going and stuff. We progress. Maybe the museum opening will give us some new ones. Let's do cool is cheaper. Let's go with cool. Actually, was it 8 or 16 for the other one? I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go make a mirror if we're gonna look at this though. Thank you. I learned some cool hairstyles. Alright, how much, what do we need? We need like, I think iron and wood for the mirror. The basic mirror that we unlocked yesterday. I'm selected on tools. There we go. Yep, wood and iron. 5 wood. Anything in the trash today? Nope. I didn't check the shop. Oh well, it's fine. Not a big loss. Let me go see. Wood. Okay. I had to remember what I was doing. 30, yeah, that'll do. I always kept my mirror in my house. I don't remember. Can you change your... I guess you can change your appearance out here. I just never did it. The mirror, perfect. I'll just put it here temporarily and see. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's change it. Let's see, what cool hairstyles did we unlock? Very cool. Look at this dingus. Oh, that's good. That's a good bit. What else we got? That's the default ones, right? Yeah. I mean, I have to. He looks like such a dingus. I'll keep the droopy eyes because it fits the bit. I gotta have the kitty face. It fits closer to Oh, you look. Oh, okay. I gotta go with the triangle though. The other ones look too silly, too goofy, much too much. I already have blushies. I don't need blushies. Dingus. Okay, let's put away the wood. I really wish they had added a couple of more quality of life updates, because like being able to craft in your house without like needing to take supplies out would be such a godsend. Be so nice. Okay, let me put my stone down as well. How much stone? And iron. Okay, so we got 13, we need 17 more. It'll be a little bit. I might try to farm that out just a little bit off stream as well, so we can do that next time. Alrighty. Is there anything else to do? Let's sell real quick. I can check the shop too. Let's put this in the house while we're here too. Clean up just a little bit, even though the entire place is a mess, but you know. It'll improve the aesthetic, I promise. Listen here. Actually, I want to put it. Let me put it right next to the sink. Right next to the other mirror that we can't use. Perfect. Okay. I'll go check the shops. Let's go see what's here. There's not too many. If I remember correctly, there's not too much. There's like, what, 2 pieces of furniture and at the basic shop, and like 2 things of clothes. Let's see, what do you got for me? Oh no, I'm selling. I'll sell first, that's fine. Sounds good. I almost have enough to pay off my house, actually. I can do that. Oh, I did it again. Oops. I want to see what you have for sale, please. What do you got for me? Okay, just 2 pieces of furniture, and then... Oh, okay, so you can't buy some tools this early. Can I buy... No, no DIY things yet. We'll have to come back for that. I can buy recipes, though. With a slingshot. Oh, yeah, my alarm's going off. I don't know what that alarm was for, though, so... Oh, it's for Pocket Camp. Okay, there's a Pocket Camp event going on right now. That's what that's for. Now, we got the cash. Let's buy some... I think we have the DIY for beginners. I think he gives you that. And the rest of these he gives you. We just didn't have that one. Okay. Do I want to buy either of these? No. I'm good, thanks. What else you got here? Hi, Anna. Do you have a request? Okay. Hello. Make yourself at home. Yeah? What do you need, baby? Okay, I'll scratch with one hand. We can make it happen. We can make this work. Here we go. I could order some. I have the... I'm petting her while she's doing this, by the way. On the record. I want it on the record. I'm actively petting her. Okay. I do have the Sanrio cards, so I can order all of the Sanrio furniture if there's anything. Like there's the frog furniture is really cute. I could go get those. And we can make like a little nook somewhere. For the time being, it's still so early in our island that really the sky's the limit. It's whatever we want to do at this point. So slingshot. Go make one of them bad boys. Oh, yeah, I can leave that. Or my rock. That line that just comes up every now and then. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Let's craft. Slingshot is... I've not made one in so long. 5 hardwood, okay. I got to the point in my main game where I just started buying tools. just wholesale. Haven't even gotten... I'm like still like a couple hundred away from getting the crafting tools thing, and I was just like, I can't do it anymore. I need to like take a break. Alright. There we go. Now we can start getting some more furniture. Some more goodies. Play some more lotteries. More gacha. Gacha. Beautiful. I want to put it in my designated slingshot spot though. And that is the ladder for me. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put it. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm gonna put another muku somewhere. Like a little hidden one somewhere. Let's go see. I haven't explored the back end of my island yet. Let's go see what's up here. No jumping rock, I don't think, but there could be some more goodies. I don't know. Oh, can I not? I can get back here on maybe the other side? There's the beach. We can see the beach from here. Oh, wouldn't that be like... I'm surely this early on you can't have red show up, because that would be the worst insult. Like rubbing salt in the wound. It takes so long to get all of those paintings, and just being able to like see him in the distance would just... that would eat me up, dude. Oh, no. Closer. Yeah, let's pay off the house real quick then. I'm very close. I think it was like 98,000. We can do that. I don't want to do this. Get some fish and some bugs. We still have a couple of cherries left over. I think her toy turned off. Maybe that's why she's on us being so needy. Get a couple of fish. I have to focus so hard. It's I don't think I'll ever get that cast master achievement, or a nook achievement, because I tried. I think the highest I ever got was like 88. I got close, but every single time I get up to like 30 and then I just flub it every time. So we'll see. I have my doubts. Net, and then catch some bugs. I'm trying to think if there's any other... I saw some fruit on a tree we could probably sell real quick. Try and knock it out. There should be... We haven't shook the trees yet. But one of the trees is good. I have the furniture. See if I can find it. In like 5 or less. Let's go. Nope. Alright. Hi. What you need? Okay, I will go sleep very soon. I promise. You just try and do me a solid. Ooh, we have another little, I noticed this earlier, but I didn't say anything. We have another little, little island, what do you call this? It's not a peninsula, it's like tiny. I had one of those on my main island. I put my campsite on it. We could do that again. That could be cute. We could have the whole, like, whole back area here. I wanted to see, there's like this little rocky area back here. I wanted to see how far we could get. I'm gonna explore a little bit. I'm fiending for this back area. Nope, not yet. Soon though. They can't keep me from it for long. Need more bug. Alright, let's go see. Yeah, let's go see what we can get for this haul. I also have I got my swimsuit now, so I can go get some of those bad boys. This can sell pretty well. The bugs are like nothing, so that would be a long grind. I gotta be careful not to hit the shop button. There we go. I think I gotta keep that wharf roach though. The museum. Okay. That's not too bad. You skulking? I don't know what it is. So needy today. I don't know what it is you're up to. I have to get that checked out. Okay. What do you need? What is it? Here, do you want... Here, can you do your trick for me? You're just gonna yell at me? Here, come here. Huh? Thank you. Let me get her some treats real quick. She earned it. There you go. She's very smart. She knows 4 tricks, I think. I tried to get her to learn how to press a button. You know how they have like those like dog or cat videos where they press a button to speak to you or whatever, and then they start like forming sentences and stuff. I tried to get that going with her, and she was real good about tapping the button, but she would never press it. So, bummer. Maybe someday. I actually gave the buttons that we had, I gave to my cousin, who they train dogs, like golden retrievers and stuff. And I think she was gonna try it with her dog or cat, I don't know which. I gotta ask her about that. I gotta get an update. I want a video. If it's successful, I want to see. Give me the goods. Fish. Let's go do some diving. That would be good money. I've never been good at this. Let's see if I can... oh wait, can you not? Oh, you can't. Okay. There's the run and dive. I've never like been very good at it, but I couldn't remember. It's been a little while. When did that update come out? Not the... Well, wait, wasn't... Hang on, I'm having like a... When the game first came out, diving was not in the game. They added that later. They added it like a month or 2 after the game came out. There's a whole hoopla about it. I remember. What else did they added? Many more hairstyles, I think, in that update. They did something else too, though. It was a pretty big update. Gosh, that's been a long time ago. Lots of good memories, though. Lots of good, we had like a ton of, so like all of my friends are pretty much long distance. Like they're in all different parts of like the US and whatever. So, any kind of birthdays or holiday celebrations, we'd always get together in Animal Crossing for the first year it was out. That was so cool. Oh, that was so much fun. Make like QR codes and just like pepper them everywhere. What are you yelling about now? She's just like, she's not even looking at me anymore. My goodness. We got a lot of demons tonight. I should have thought, when I started diving, I should have remembered that I haven't done this yet, and I'd have a lot that I'd want to save to put in the music. Hello. Do you need something? What do you need? Okay. You have my full attention. What do you need? Here, yeah, I got an idea. Hang on. Let me get to shore. I feel nervous. I feel nervous out there in the middle of nowhere. Give me just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, got another moon jelly. I can sell that one. For profit, you see. Okay, let me see what Anna needs. I'm gonna take like 2 seconds here. Stand up. Hello. What do you need? Yeah? I'm following. Okay. You want here? Come here. How about your toy? Good girl. Keep up the good work. Employee of the month. It's a shoe-in. Okay. I got a toy clicking away in the closet again, so if you hear clickies, that's what's going on. It does pick up on the mic. I see an OBS. Oh, that's wild. The door is like, it's not shut, but it's pretty closed. I'm surprised it's that loud. Oh, ooh. Hello, sir. Out of the room? Yes. Okay, I have to focus. Nope. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna go real quiet here. Turn the volume up and everything. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh! Big boy. Oh, baby. Great white shark. Don't mind if I do. I'll have to keep him though. Again, all of these, the real good money makers. Alright, we'll go do a quick get this one boy, and then we'll do a stop by the museum to store everything. I guess I can technically, oop, that was a quick one. I can technically put them in my like storage unit at home, but that's not nearly as fun. I want to see them. I want to have an army sitting outside like waiting for blathers to open up. Like, look at my boys. Get him. Swarm him. Alrighty. You know what? Let's put the shark up front. I feel bad for the ones in like, I feel bad for the little ones as well, but the big tanks, that just seems so sad, you know? It's just depressing. He won't be there too long. He'll have a new home in no time. Let's get all these. I want to keep a little room here for my... I guess I could just move my cherry tree here. I'll do that. That tree right here is too valuable for this real estate. There we go. Alrighty. Anna's doing parkour. Okay. Place item. Alright. I'm gonna go back to fishing just because we're trying to get a little bit of cash. And I should be able to sell these bad boys because I got most of these. Last time I fished, it was technically still August though, so there may be some new ones in the rotation. Let's see. Let's find out. Where are you going with your tunnel? Oh my goodness. It's moved like 4 or 5 feet. Where are you taking that? Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to question your decorating skills. My goodness. I didn't mean to. Giving me the business. What's new? Line it up. There we go. I should probably, like... I'm just now remembering how brutal the pond fish can be. Not out of difficulty, but out of spite. I feel like the pond fish always want to flip around on me every single time. Never want to sit still long enough. Should probably go get them boys. I think there's some goldfish in the rotation I haven't gotten yet. I don't know if anybody else has to do this, but I have to close my eyes when I fish. to get the prompt. Because if I look, if I'm sitting there staring at it, I will be baited every single time. Does the trick, but only barely. Okay. Whew. That's a boot. Alright, well. Oh wait, we have 2 boots now. We can make the boots. Finally, shoes. Crawfish. So, oh, I want that. Let's wait very patiently. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Timbo. Or Tombo. I don't remember which one you are. I remember that little piece of trivia that was like, the only way to tell them apart is a mole on their paw, but they didn't add that into the game, so how am I ever supposed to know? Bubkies. Nice. Also, the calm aesthetic. Hey, buddy. That was nice. That was nice. Felt good. What did we get? Okay. Stool. I'll work with that. Okay, move it. Here. I'm gonna demolish this whole island. I can already feel it. No. I can sell that. Did I... Okay. There's any... The boot. We keep the boot. The boot is very valuable. Everything else can go. Let's see. We got some expensive fish in this haul. Let's see if we can... Maybe? Maybe. Hello. No, keep the clam. And these 2. Boot. Everything else is good. I think I already have a Dorado ready to go into the museum, so I think. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, baby 21,000. Beautiful. Hello, sir. I have your money. Can I have my upgrade now? About my home. See, about that. Oh, the no. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's been so long since I did the loan stuff. My bad, my bad. Wait, what? Oh, I have money in... Oh. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Done and done. Yes, I finished paying off my home loan. Get the second upgrade going. We'll have the museum next time we play. And then we will hopefully get enough iron to start the shop. Beautiful. That's a perfect place to stop. Thank you for hanging out with me. And it's good. I love Animal Crossing, so I'm looking forward to tearing the place down. Starting completely fresh. I've got some ideas for how I want to set up the islands, but nothing concrete yet, so can be swayed, can be influenced. We'll see. It is bog themed, but other than that, which I think I'm just going to keep that to like a small area in the back. But yeah, we'll see. We have some time. It'll be a little while before we get the old what's the one? The island renovation tools or whatever. It'll be a little bit, so as it does. We'll go one more little aesthetic shot, just for the peace of mind. We'll go stand by our mosquito podium. There we go. That's nice. That's real nice. All right. Have a good day or good night, whatever it is, and catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out.